the most intriguing things about traveling is discovering why things are the way they are today. From hidden secrets to strange phenomenons, here's 20 things about the world that may sound absurd at first but are actually proven to be true facts. 1. It snows in the Sahara Desert as a rule. Deserts receive extremely little precipitation. And if it rarely rains, shouldn't it also rarely snow? In 2018, the unthinkable occurred, when a white snowfall enveloped the Sahara Desert. The snow, meanwhile, was barely present for a day before melting in the blazing heat. The first snowfall ever observed was a 30-minute snowstorm in 1979. Even when it gets down to freezing during the night, there isn't nearly enough moisture for any snow to form. But who knows? On your subsequent journey to the Sahara, you could be fortunate enough to see it. 2. There are only 2 countries in the world where Coca-Cola does not exist. You would believe that Coca-Cola is a product that can be found anywhere in the globe, yet North Korea and Cuba have been under long-standing U.S. trade embargoes since 1950 and 1962, respectively. North Korea has created its own dark-colored beverage, though. They refer to it as Cocoa Sparkling or Ryongjan Cola. Does it have the same amazing taste as the other product, despite having similar red packaging and a cursive font? If you've tried it, let us know in the comments. 3. Sudan has the most pyramids in the world, not Egypt. Did you know that Sudan also has pyramids? Pyramids and Egypt are practically synonyms. There are 255 pyramids in Nubia, an area of Sudan. This is more than Egypt has. The Nubian pharaohs who had ruled Egypt's 25th dynasty escaped to Sudan and established the Kushite kingdom there, bringing elements of Egyptian civilization with them. The Egyptian pyramids are more frequently visited than the Nubian ones. Therefore, it's likely that you'll have the pyramids to yourself. 4. Colombia's brightest rainbow is in its river. Rainbows are typically found in the sky, but the Caucrisales, commonly referred to as the River of Five Colors, shines brighter than any of them. This magnificent river, which can be seen in Colombia's Serrano de la Macarena National Natural Park, receives its many hues from a plant called Macarena clavidura, which grows in the riverbed. The greatest time to go is from May to November, when the river weeds are in bloom and become shades of yellow, blue, green, and red. Since the waters are shallower during this time of year, more sunlight can reach the plants, giving them brighter hues. 5. The Sahara Desert used to be a tropical rainforest. The Sahara once more? This one is especially nice, I promise. The Sahara Desert is renowned for being the hottest desert in the entire globe. However, this arid region was a lush rainforest with dense flora and heavy rainfall just 6,000 years ago. Although the Sahara wasn't in full bloom when we were alive, later generations might have. The Sahara may appear very different if the planet is still around in 10,000 years due to the same ongoing climatic changes. 6. Machu Picchu is an earthquake-proof city in Peru. This historic Inca settlement sits atop 2 fault lines. This means that earthquakes were a known occurrence. How did they manage to survive it then? In actuality, the Incans invented an ingenious method of construction known as ashlar masonry, in which boulders are carved to precisely fit together without cement. As a result, the stones could move during an earthquake and then return to their original placements. Inventive or what? 7. You could walk from Russia to Alaska, on ice. The Bering Strait is located between Alaska and Russia. You can travel across when it freezes over in the winter, with the 3.8 kilometers distance being the shortest end. However, just because something is conceivable doesn't imply it's authorized or secure, since the ice below may shift and the ocean winds are quite cold. 2 intrepid travelers left Alaska in 2006 to walk across the frozen trail. Before being jailed in Russia for breaking immigration regulations, they traveled 90 kilometers in 15 days. 8. China has only one time zone, given that China has 6 time zones and is almost the size of the United States. That is pretty bizarre. It's interesting to note that China didn't always follow Beijing time. Chairman Mao Zedong made the decision to create Beijing Standard Time in 1949, acting to promote national harmony. There were 5 recognized time zones that were between 5.5 and 8.5 hours past Greenwich Mean Time prior to that, in 1912. Fortunately, the Chinese only experienced a minor hardship while adjusting to one time zone. Travelers who want to trek through China should be aware that their body clocks can become slightly disturbed. 9. San Francisco's Golden Gate Bridge speaks. One of the more recent world realities is this. The cherished Golden Gate Bridge in San Francisco began protesting certain changes to the bike path railings in June 2020. Literally. People in San Francisco reported strange noises coming from a distance of many kilometers. The new railings were being damaged by strong winds, according to city officials. When there is less wind resistance, the bridge is safer for its users. As a result, the sound indicates that the bridge is being smoothly traversed by high winds. 10. You can go on a safari in Sri Lanka. There are other places closer to home where you may go on safari that are less expensive and have their own great wildlife, so Kenya is not the only option. Asia's very own safari is located in lovely Sri Lanka, less than 4 hours away. You can see elephants, leopards, and even aquatic birds in Yala National Park's Vest Plains. The best time to visit would be between March and October. Water levels are lower and you'll see more animals come out to drink. 11. A real-life Spirited Away bathhouse exists in Tainan, Jufen, Taiwan, is well known for being the mountain village that served as the model for Spirited Away by Miyazaki. The renowned bathhouse, however, has a real-life copy in Tainan, which is further south. The Breezy Village Guesthouse is situated in the Breezy Valley Art Village. Especially with Yubaba welcoming you at the door, don't insult her or she'll convert you into a pig. It resembles the famous bathhouse quite a bit. Pig. If you're a big Miyazaki fan, include both places on your next trip to Taiwan. 12. Thailand has a festival to appreciate their monkeys. This celebration in Lopburi honors the monkeys in a monkey buffet every last Sunday in November. Sanskrit mythology claims that a brave monkey assisted Prince Rama in rescuing his future wife from the clutches of a 10-headed demon. What a spread! The Praprang Samyut Temple's resident monkeys receive 4,000 kilograms of fruits, vegetables, and Thai desserts. Along with serving their royal feast to their honored visitors, the locals dress up as monkeys and perform for them. The public is welcome to this event, however caution is advised because the monkeys have been known to get violent and steal. 13. You're always 7 years behind in Ethiopia. The Ethiopian calendar begins with Christ's birth, just as the Gregorian calendar, the one most of us use. However, the Ethiopian calendar is 7 to 8 years behind according to some calculations of Christ's Annunciation. The most intriguing distinctions are the annual holidays. In contrast to the rest of the world, Ethiopia celebrates Christmas on January 7th and New Year's Day on September 11th, in Gregorian calendar. 14. France is the most visited country with 89 million annual tourists. Thailand or Japan would likely be the most visited nation, based on Singapore's top tourist destinations. Surprisingly, France was the most visited country in the world prior to COVID-19, which put tourism on hold. Many tourists visit the City of Love as well as pass through it en route to Spain and Italy. Do you intend to travel to France after borders reopen? 15. These bats in Thailand are the world's tiniest mammals. This should surely be included on the list of the world's prettiest facts. The smallest bats, and mammals, in the entire world can be found in the limestone caves of Sayak National Park. Putting jokes about bats aside, aren't they cute? Even cuter facts are their 33mm maximum height and 2 grams weight. The 50-cent coin from Singapore is barely 1 millimeter larger than that. They are also known as Kitty's hog-nosed bats and were initially found in 1973 by Thai researcher Kitty Thonglongya. 16. In Sweden, you can order Max on skis in Sweden. Ordering at the drive-thru is not required. However, you'll require a set of skis. Everyone gets the Makati munchies, especially when the temperature is below zero and you are wearing boards. Because of this, Sweden has provided skiers with McSki since 1996, the only McDonald's with a ski-thru in the entire globe. After a long day on the slopes, nothing warms you up like a box of nuggies. 17. There's a village in the Netherlands with no streets, only canals. Not all towns rely heavily on boats for transportation, even Venice. There are no roadways within Jyethorn village in the Netherlands. Instead, there are walkways and more than 6 kilometers of canal. Like something out of a fairy tale, the charming village is dotted with quaint houses and encircled by towering trees. Visitors can either kayak through the picturesque neighborhood or use the walkways to ride a bike. 18. There's a rock in Australia that's bigger than Ayers Rakularu. The renowned Uluru is typically what comes to mind when discussing large rocks in Australia. You can even see it from space. There is, however, a much larger rock nearby. In order to get around Mount Augustus, which is 2.5 times the size of Uluru, you must travel 54 kilometers. Uluru, commonly known as a monolith, is still the largest single rock structure in the world despite Mount Augustus' enormous size, which may be made up of numerous sand and gravel layers. Visit this huge boy if you're taking a road trip in Western Australia. 19. New Zealand has the steepest residential area in the world. San Francisco is renowned for being a city of slopes. The steepest street there angles up at a steep 27 degrees. Try residing on Baldwin Street in New Zealand if you believe it is an excessive price. Due to its 38 degrees slope, the residential street in Dunedin set a new world record. All of the houses appear to be sunk into the earth due to the steep incline. We're sure the locals have legs of steel, but don't take it from us. 20. In Hawaii, you can experience sunny beaches and snowy mountains on the same island. One of the more interesting global facts is this one, saved for last. Even though Hawaii only experiences the 2 seasons of summer and winter, it is home to 8 of the world's 13 climates. The temperature rarely goes beyond 32 degrees Celsius or falls below 16 degrees Celsius at sea level, yet it snows rather frequently in the mountains of Mauna Kea, Mauna Loa, and Haleakala.